It's so nice to be back here today. It seems like I was just in this neck of the woods late last week, but it's always a pleasure to come back to this part of the state. There's so many incredible economic opportunities that are moving forward in this area. And so as we have announcements, we want to keep coming back. You know, I was out in the Eastern Panhandle for the weekend where I'm from, and I spent a little bit of time taking some things in, and they're doing some incredible things from an economic development perspective. And I look at what they're doing, I look at what's going on in north central West Virginia and all parts of our state, and I see a land of opportunity. And so much of it based upon the wonderful energy resources that we have. But today we're here because as part of our continuing effort to work on the fundamentals in West Virginia, I think many people know that I've been preaching if you get the fundamentals right, it makes it a heck of a lot easier to draw economic development into the area. And we've talked about that, the importance to evolve and be really good on the basics, site selection and remediation, water and sewer, broadband, energy purchase agreements, and we could go on and on. But these basics matter, and that means that we're able to better tap into so many of the economic opportunities when people are looking at what's going on in our state. We also know that we have an incredible asset in West Virginia, and those are our people. West Virginians work hard every day to raise their families, to run their small businesses, quite frankly, to serve their communities. And as they raise their kids, most parents want to do everything in their power to keep their kids safe. Yet, far too often, the basic infrastructure that's supposed to support them is failing. That's why we're spending so much time on basic infrastructure. We know sometimes the public water systems that they depend upon are not working, they're not up to snuff, or they haven't been repaired in decades. We've seen time and time again that here in our beautiful state, aging infrastructure sometimes isn't keeping up. So what we're doing is we're doubling down. And that's why, as your governor, I've made it my mission to ensure that West Virginia communities are focusing on those fundamentals and you have access to clean, safe drinking water. It's good for our citizens. It's good for business opportunities coming in. And while many of our water systems are operated by private companies, the state's role isn't to manage each one directly. It's to make sure that they have the support they need to serve the people of West Virginia. That's why I want to make sure that we're providing this support today, and we have some really great news for this area. Today, thanks a lot to the work of the legislature. I always want to make sure, I'm very happy that a lot of these announcements, they've been accompanying me because they're an integral part. We work as a team. I appreciate the board coming here today. I appreciate the workers who are here. Your hard work will make a difference to make this happen. But today is really big news for this area. I'm announcing a $19 million state commitment to an initial investment in a $50 million project to replace the lead service lines here in Clarksburg and to upgrade the Clarksburg water system. That's a significant announcement. It's made possible through a lot of the good work of the legislators who are here. It's made possible through a lot of the agencies under state control. You know, our DEP head, the Clean Water Reserve Fund, he's done a great job. I talked to him about this project late last week. And of course, our federal partners as well. I want to thank our federal representatives and the local representatives. When we work as a team, great things happen. And so we all put a bunch of the accounts together to turn this around. This funding is going toward replacing lead lines that can harm West Virginia families, but it's also going to upgrade the system's undersized water main. The upgrades are going to help strengthen fire protection, which is very important in this area. It's going to modernize water meters, repair leaking lines, and most importantly, it's going to deliver lasting improvements for the community. We know that the Clarksburg Water Board has already made great strides with ongoing improvements, and your leadership has set the stage for this announcement and for these improvements today. This partnership's going to build on that momentum and deliver long-term upgrades. They're going to be great for the families of this area and sends a message to the businesses as well. We are investing in the fundamentals in West Virginia, and we're going to keep doing that. Now, we know that we can't underestimate the threat that's posed by old lead service lines. When I talk to different people around the state, we know that that's an issue with some of the water systems that we have. That's got to change. We know that the lead pipes can sometimes leach dangerous contaminants into our drinking water, and that can pose some risk for kids, pregnant women, and older adults. And as Senator Ben Queen is fond of talking about, I'm sure when he says a few words today, he'll reiterate it again, we do need to always be looking out for the kids in our state, and having good, clean drinking water will matter. Even small amounts of lead can cause long-term damage to kids, whether it's developmental or neurological damage. We're going to change that. We're going to send a message that's not acceptable in West Virginia. So my goal, and I think everyone here on the stage, is to ensure that when you turn on the tap water, you're going to have confidence in knowing what's coming out is clean and safe. But it's also about building a West Virginia where people want to live and grow their families. To that end, I want to thank you for joining me in this mission. And I can say I'm grateful for the legislative leaders. I know some of the locals are going to get recognized in just a moment. I just want to single out Senator Ben Queen, Delegate Clay Riley, Delegate Laura Kimball, Delegate Mickey Petito, and Delegate Keith Marple. These folks have been working hard on this project, and they deserve a lot of credit. As I said, it's a team approach. I also want to make sure that everyone, all the people that are involved, who are digging the ditch, who are involved in leadership opportunities, or all the people who work to help put this together, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. So now, without further ado, I'd like to turn it over. We're going to have a chance for a couple people to speak. First, Jason Myers, Director of the Clarksburg Water Board, and afterwards we're going to hear from Al Cox. So, Jason.
Thank you very much, Governor. Thank you all for coming today. I want to thank the Governor for his partnership in what we do here. Like he said, that's always been our primary goal here since I started 4 years ago, was to get the lead out. And with his partnership, we're going to do just that. And I want to thank you again for your trust in us and for your partnership.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Short and sweet, huh? When he says get the lead out, we're really getting the lead out. Al.
Thank you, Governor.
Absolutely.
We're so blessed to have such a great progressive leader. That's Governor Patrick Morrison. And you got a great team behind you, our local elected officials.
Okay.
We want to thank you for this very, very great gift to our board and to the city. I would like to take a moment, if I could. We've introduced the state people here.
Yeah,
we have a great partnership going in this project as we tear up Main Street, Pike Street, and so on, and working with the State Department of Highways. Rather than the water board tearing up the street, and then later on here comes the city with their storm lines and sewage lines, and then the gas companies out there working. Through Jason, Thrasher Engineering, and our folks, we got together and put our heads together to work on this project all at one time, tear the streets up once, get them all paved back. Not only are we going to have great infrastructure, we'll have great streets in our city. We want to thank you for doing that. I'd like to introduce some of our local people here because these are our local partners too, who will help us day to day, if I could take that privilege to do so. Well, first of all, I'd like to welcome, whoops, over here.
Get behind me.
Oh, come on over. I was going to stand here with you. All righty. We want to go kind of in order. Let's start with the county. From the county, we have our county commission president, Susan Thomas, is here. If you want to, you can wave your hand. And also we have our sheriff, Robert Matheny. Robert. Our assessor, Alan Faree. Okay, we have Bridgeport's mayor here, Robert Matheny. We have a lot of Matheny's around. And I'm trying to think who else we have here locally. Oh, we can't forget this. The mayor of the great city of Clarksburg, Jim Malforjo. Jim. And Martin Howe is here as a city councilman. Now I've got There's bright lights. I can't see faces. Those are the folks that I met earlier who were here. If you came after that, I'm sorry. I missed your name, but we appreciate all you do. Governor, we've been doing this. We're not new at it for 138 years, providing water to the city. And we're so, again, appreciative of this great gift, which will help expedite the second and final phase of the project and help keep the rates down for our people and delivering quality water. And that's all we're about, is potable, clean drinking water and economic development, all the other things come with that. So once again, thank you, Governor. There you are, man.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, this is terrific, and this is also a great example. I received a call from our DEP head on Thursday, and he had run all the traps. We got a great DEP head, and said, absolutely, let's move forward with this. So we're trying to move faster and faster and faster so that you have confidence that West Virginia state government's going to move faster than the speed of business. That's the goal. That's the charge to all of our cabinet secretaries and our whole team. And if it's not happening, you have to call me and let me know so I can fix it. So wonderful news today. Once again, part of a broader $50 million investment. We're really excited that now West Virginia is going to see a number of these terrific projects. And this is just the beginning. I have a great feeling that West Virginia is going to continue to rise economically. We have a number of announcements we're getting ready to come forward with. But in the meantime, let's revel a little bit in today and celebrate good, clean, safe water. And I'm sure I'll have an opportunity to come back and see you again very soon. So thank you to everyone who came here today. God bless, and we'll see you again soon.